All right, good evening, Devastator Squad. Happy Monday. Welcome in to our next installment of Yu-Gi-Oh! Malice Duel. You know, where we see probably nothing but Malice deck for 2 hours straight. But hey, hopefully not. Hopefully people have souls out there and aren't only playing Malice decks. But welcome in. Good to see you guys. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hopefully it was filled with a lot of fun and excitement and all that stuff. I just got back from a baby class, so my brain is all in baby mode at the moment. Learning all about the children, dude. You know, it's coming up quick. It's coming up quick, man. Very, very soon I'll be a dad. Let's see here. Master Duel. Definitely make sure to smash that like button though, please, and thank you guys. You guys are tuning in, please, and thank you. Hit that thumbs up. It's a huge help. Congrats on the 4,000. Thanks, man. Dude, it's crazy. Pretty cool, right? We're slowly but surely making our way through, right? 5,000 next. You know it's Synchron. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, it's we'll see, man. We'll see. The goal is to be at 5,000 subscribers in the next like month or two, and I gave myself to the end of the year, but why not sooner, right? Definitely share their channel. Help us keep on growing and cooking out here, you know. It's really cool though, honestly. We're gonna do a fun 4,000 subscriber celebration. I'll do a cool giveaway on the channel to everybody that's subscribed over the community tab. That'll launch this week. And we're also going to run a pretty fun, like subscriber, not subscriber, 4,000 subscriber like celebration stream this coming weekend to have some fun with it. When's the next rando? You're tired of Malice? This coming Saturday will be the next rando for Zelda. Yep, this coming Saturday will be the next rando. But do I have any booster packs I could open up? I can't remember the last time we played. It's been a hot minute. I will say we're gonna be cutting down to only once a week of streaming Master Duel until they get rid of until they actually actively nerf Malice. Sadly guys, I cannot play this that much every single week because of that. I can't put myself through the torture, but you know, once a week I think is doable. At least we hope, you know. We'll see. I mean, last time we played, not a lot of people wanted to really come and participate, so we'll see. I think a lot of people are losing interest in Master Duel right now because of the format. I might just be talking out of my ass on that one, but last couple times I've streamed it, there's been a huge decline in viewership and also engagement on the channel for Master Duel, and I'm going to definitely pinpoint that the game's current situation is a huge factor to do with that. And I wouldn't blame players, you know, to be honest. I wouldn't blame them. You know, it is rough. It is rough out here. For sure. But we'll see what we can continue to do here with our Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. You know, hopefully one day I can build another deck as well that's to mess around with. But we will see. Dan the man in the house, what's up, dude? You quit this game because of the meta. Exactly what I was just talking about. He just says I can't do the Malice anymore, man. Cause the new pack also gives the heraldic support for Ryziels too, you know, so that's also really, really wild. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what we can do out here, man. We'll see what we can do out here tonight, guys. We'll see what we can do here on some of these games. See if we can get back to our Masters rank that we got at last season. But you know, like I said before, I am a little skeptical about it, just because my deck is inherently way worse than these other two decks are, and I'm not saying that to be pessimistic. It's just how it is. Blue Eyes isn't even tiered in Master Duel anymore. It's not even on the tier list. It's not even on the tier list right now. So kind of crazy. Guys, definitely make sure to please smash that like button as you are tuning in. It helps us out so much. Cannot understate that enough. It is very, very, very helpful when we get those likes cruising. the YouTube algorithm is a strange and mysterious thing, and that is one of the things that it prioritizes a lot, which is bizarre, but you know, YouTube likes engagement, and pressing that like button to them is engagement. So we just gotta do it, you know. I know it is so hard to press that thumbs up. Just play, son. I don't know if I can do it.
They really want to.
The puppies want to be in here? Yeah, the puppies can come on in here. You started playing Pokemon TCG. The Pokemon TCG rocks. It really is such a great game. I used to play it a lot. I used to go to regionals and stuff back in the day. I used to be sponsored and everything. I was hella good at Pokemon, man. I was so good at that game. We definitely impressed this because they didn't start with Fenrir, or could be a bait though. They could just be special summon X Ryziel, you know. I'm fully expecting this next play to be special summon X Ryziel, and I get cooked. Okay, they do have the Cash Tier of Birth already hard drawn. Sure, so they will be able to special summon back the monster they banished, which is Cash Tier Unicorn, which can, I guess, search them what? Theosis or the Trap card? Sure. I guess if they make a Rise Heart, I guess kind of lose. Yeah, there's Theosis. Do I plan on covering anything for Dude? What do you mean? Like the card pool? Or like opening packs or what? Be more specific, my friend. What have you been playing on Pokemon though, dude? What? We'll get back to that conversation. I used to play that game a lot, dude. I was a sponsored player. I was really, really good at the game. Traveled to a couple regionals across, you know, like California and Texas and stuff. Utah. Never topped in Pokemon, just because I can never get good enough at the micromanaging portion of it. I always did very, very well, but I never was able to make into the top cuts in that game. I just didn't put enough time into the learning the like micro minutia of the just the mind process of Pokemon. It's a very different game. It's a very different game. It plays so much differently. Okay, this hand is actually pretty crazy, to be honest. This hand is pretty wild. I think I just lead with wishes. What do you think? Do I lead with wishes here? Huh. Regardless, you know, Unicorn's gonna rip a card, Fenrir is gonna rip a card off my board, but life goes on. I think I lead with wishes though. I really think I do. I think we lead with wishes here first. Discard a Sage. Dragapult. That is definitely like one of the decks, man. One of the decks to play. You broke your thumb pressing the like button, man. I wish it would give a like for every single time you press it, but sadly it's only one. But I appreciate you being one of those kind souls out there that presses that thumbs up, man. It really helps a lot. I'm not kidding. It really, really does. I can't remember if we put did we put what's his face back in here? Jet? I don't remember if we put Jet back in. Because right now Jet's really good with the Neo Kaiser, but I don't think we put Jet back in the deck. Charizard's a cool deck. I really liked that one. I built that one for my nephew when I was last playing a few years ago. For the Obsidian Flames, you know, with like the Pidgeot and stuff. I built that deck for my nephew. He vibes with it. Maybe I don't want to start with Sage though, because then I get this is rough, because regardless I'm losing a monster. It's just I don't know which monster do I want to lose. Do I want to lose my starter? Do I want to lose my spirit? Which do I value more? I think the spirit does a little more because it gives me access to a Blue Eyes White Dragon, but the Sage also gives access to some other stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna go here and we're just gonna normal summon Neo Kaiser Seahorse. Let's do this. Normal summon Neo Kaiser Seahorse. Response. Please don't be Solemn Judgment, bro. I literally cry, dude. Okay. You know, Solemn Judgment for my opponent, chat. Let's go. Neo Kaiser. Coming in. Alright, we're going to activate some effects here. So this Unicorn and this Fenrir are going to be pretty good. We're going to do Spirit Chainlink 1 just for a potential Ghost Ogre or Ash Blossom check, you know. Unicorn banishing from the extra is the biggest threat. Do all these cards banish face down, or do they banish? Do some of them banish face up? Because if they banish face up, I don't really care, to be honest. Face down. It's kind of obnoxious, huh? So they're not going to use their Fenrir here, which is fine, I guess. Crimson Dragon is okay. We do not need it. Do not need it. Is this any face-up card or only monster? One face-up card your opponent controls. So we don't want to do... I don't want to set up Maiden... I don't want to set up True Light just yet then. So I think the best thing to do, dude, is... Wait, can this banish, like... If your opponent activates a spell or effect... Okay, it's a spell or effect. So only a spell... Because only a spell card, they can't use this if I use this guy, right? If I use Spirit to special summon a Blue Eyes, this cannot activate, right? I'm reading this as his only spell card or the effect of a spell card. Because if it was monster, it would specifically say monster effect, right? So only spells. Good. Problem is, though, on resolution, this chimp will probably activate, right? And banish my Blue Eyes White Dragon. Isn't that that's what's going to happen, right? At resolution, this will activate and banish my dude, right? Or do they have to activate this in response to Spirit? Like if I activate Spirit here, do they have to activate Fenrir in response? Or is it on resolution of me activating an effect? How do these guys work? I never understand how these Cast Hero cards work. Are they on resolution or are they in response to me activating a card? Or if your opponent activates her monster effect, it's on res. Okay, so my Blue Eyes will get banished. Is the moral of the story here. Blue Eyes will get banished here. All on resolution. Reed, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Kruger, welcome in. Huh. Well, I think I just lose to the timer. I don't think I can crack the board. At the end of the day, I don't think I can crack the board, so I don't have enough time on my timer. Max C. All right, we're just gonna leave this game because I can't think through a Max C play as well. Guy can just jump out his window. All right, let's try again. Let's try again. Make sure to smash that like button though, chat, as you are tuning in, please and thank you. Rioy, good to see you. Welcome in. 30. Hello, Marlon. Oof, we're gonna go second all the time, right? All the time. All the time. It's rough out here. It's rough out here. Especially when we keep drawing hands like this, man. Like we have one interruption and it's extremely subpar. Like an imperm is not going to do much, especially against this deck, right? Especially against this deck. Hopefully this imperm is enough, but you know, they probably have something to extend. They usually do, right? Allison Underground, Link Decoder into a B-Seal, right? I'm so glad they banned Splash Mage in the TCG. Let's talk about the TCG ban list, guys. What do you guys think about the TCG ban list? Doesn't that thing just cook, dude? Really good ban list. Probably the best one in my opinion since like I came back to Yu-Gi-Oh last year as like as a player. Really good list. Yeah, they full combo here. I lose. GG. Cool, dude. Never will beat this deck. Literally impossible. We will lose every time to Malice. Every time because they have Ad Ignister cards, guys. They don't even have to try. They don't even have to try. It's free. Deck is literally free. Yeah, they should put that ban list of Master Duel. Then Dan the Man's gonna come back and play, dude. Man, we're just losing all the coin flips, huh? Every one of them. Still can't decide which one to play for the premiere. It's 100% between Drytron or Heroes. We're gonna be doing the TCG tomorrow on stream, by the way. We're gonna be playing the TCG over on Dueling Book. We're gonna be going over like the ban list and playing mod like actual TCG decks. What do you guys prefer though? Actually, do you enjoy me playing Master Duel, or should we just play only the TCG on the channel? Please let me know. I'm very curious. Especially you also those watching afterwards. You let me know in the comment section below. My opponent's got Mulch Armies for days in their hand. That's what that means. Ooh, I got Primites for days in my hand, dude. Okay. Okay. All right, let's summon our Ether Barrel and see what my opponent does. Clearly, it's all non-injured. It's all hand traps. Let me see. Thankfully, I hard drew the drill beam, so I ain't really tripping about the search here, but cool. Okay, let's go ahead and just activate this card here. You know, private lowly load to search and see if we get an interaction. Opponent doesn't have an interaction. I'll search the drill beam then, huh? I'll search the drill beam. All right. Curious if I should just go to face. Just keep it simple. There's no way I'm OTKing here because I don't have access to True Light and all the friends. At most, I could do like 3,000 and change, you know. And I can't completely win, you know. It's all right. We can at least get our search here at the field spell and make a blue eyes. Have I ever thought about playing Pokemon TCG live? I have not, actually. Haven't touched Pokemon in years as a player. I still open packs from time to time when I can find some. But yeah, as far as like playing goes, man, I haven't played it in a long time. Long time. You like to hear my thought processes on how you handle different stuff? Well, I can do that with just the TCG too. You right? I don't have to be playing Master Duel to do that. I can do that with TCG. I can do that with Edison. I could do that with really any cards, or you know. I'm just curious if there's like an audience that we're been gaining here, because we've gained a lot of people through Master Duel. But I've noticed the last couple times I've done Master Duel, it's been really slow and a lot lower than before. When it was like last month, it was like through the roof, you know. And I'm just curious if that's because people just don't give a shit about Master Duel right now, you know. I guess I could have done Field Spell, dump a Blue Eyes for 800 more attack points of damage here, you know. But it's all good. We'll go main 2. And we'll go... See, at best, this is what I end on. Right? This is what I end on. I can get spheres, but then I can't get the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I can't get this is my best import with this hand. That's pretty bad. All right, that's what we got, bro. No, I have Primites. Never mind. Hold up. I have Primites in my hand for days. We're good. Tropium's still alive. We don't need Blue Eyes, but they got Fubalos. Oh no, man. Crazy. They didn't activate that just right away. But this is good. I mean, it guarantees them to draw a couple cards. I still go for the spheres though, huh? Because it gets me access to Kaiser Seahorse, which gets me access to Maiden. It's worth it. I think it's worth it. Whoa, what is this card? Gizmek Uka? What is this? But monster special summon from the main deck, you can special summon this card from your hand. This card is normal special summon. You can target a face of monster control. Special summon. We're definitely drill beaming this card. I'm definitely getting killed. I'm definitely gonna banish this when it's the board, man. Dan says I'm not here for Master Duel. Konami can step on Legos. That's pretty funny, dude. Galactus says I personally would prefer the TCG over Master Duel, since for me you play little of it. That's fair. That's fair. I guess I could put like a poll up too on the channel page or like in Discord and stuff, but I don't know, like I really enjoyed playing a lot of Master Duel last month, but like as the Malice stuff has been making full power, I just don't enjoy it. I'll be very honest. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and just be like, you know, it's not good. It's not fun. It is not fun to like have to play against that deck so many times, and my opponent just has the Lancia every time, right? Our opponents always have Lancia every time I drill beam on my turn. I'm not kidding. It's almost every single time I've drilled beamed on my turn lately. For the last couple streams I've played this game, they have the Lancia. I know why though. They got a main deck it for the dude, you know, for the dude, the Malice players. But even then, Lancia is so subpar with if they have this is still negated. If they have the what's it called? You know, the card is. The deck is still good. There's still a lot of plays you can do, and they have Nibiru. Oh my gosh! So they're gonna get another draw off of this card here, because I'm gonna summon from my deck my monster, right? So they're gonna get another Fuvalos draw. The Nibiru is so subpar, though. I mean, I really don't care. It's fine with us, you know. I appreciate that, Dan. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we just hit 4,000 subscribers today, though, guys, on the channel. It's pretty wild. It's really cool. It's really cool. Continue my main phase. Can I make anything? I mean, I can make a Lina, but like, I'm just giving him a draw for no reason. I can't access another Blue Eyes this turn, so I mean, we'll just pass our turn. If I could access a Blue Eyes, it'd be good because I can use Maiden here, but you know, it's not it. It's not it. Hello, Penny. All right. but I don't know. I'm on the fence, you know. I'm very much on the fence because I do want to start playing the TCG again. Like I actually finally was like able to like get all my cards back that I need to play Primite Blue Eyes again, because I, you know, pedaled off most of my stuff when Nationals was around, because I wasn't gonna go because, you know, I was moving to North Carolina that same week. Rescue Ace. I don't know anything about what this deck does. So this card doesn't do anything currently on the board, so I'm okay with this. Okay, what does this guy do? I know these cards exist in Canine. Vanquish Soul Canine does play this as like a draw card. This is the one that lets you like draw a card, right? Yeah. You draw 2 cards and discard 1. A card is added to your opponent's hand except by drawing it. Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good countermeasure to like a Fuvalos or something, or just, you know, Case of the Canine, or, you know, Lupus and Fred, you know, not Lupus, Joe Cool, right, or Raisin. Man, I'm so happy they put Raisin and Stake Your Soul to 1. I'll be honest, man, I hate the Vanquish Soul cards. I think that deck is degenerate beyond belief. The Canine cards are sick as hell. I think those are so sweet, but the Vanquish Soul cards are just gross, man, gross. Specifically because of Holly Sue. That card is crazy. I'm surprised they didn't limit that card. I know why, because it's brand new. They gotta sell their product, right? But real talk, though, I mean, Holly Sue is insane. But I guess having 1 Raisin also really diminishes your ability for like broken turn 0 plays. I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of nice. No offense if anyone in the chat is a Vanquish Soul Canine enjoyer. I'm not hating on you. I just think the Vanquish Soul cards are they're a little too much, man. They're a little too much. Too much turn 0 playing is, in my opinion, not a good thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! And we saw that at the World Championship, right? Do we just get rid of this nib, dude, with our drill beam? I don't think so. I think we just let the token die. We'll take 2200 damage direct, I guess. Or if we get rid of the nib, I take 0 damage. But then I lose my drill beam. I'd rather have the drill beam for like something good, you know, because they're probably going to set a card or something, right? I don't care about nib, right? I don't care about nib. Nib's old news. We're going to use our Neo Kaiser Seahorse here and get our Maiden. Sadly, I will not access True Light this next turn because League Karibo, Pepsi, you're right. It's legal. I can play it in Blue Eyes. We can play it in this deck, man. You can play it in Blue Eyes. You can play it in this deck. Good to see you, by the way. Krieger says, I'm new to Master Duel, pretty much here to learn. Ooh, I can teach you. Oh, I'm glad that I can teach. SP Little Knight, we're definitely going to banish this card. Yeah. It is. Pepsi, thanks for receiving the $2 super chat, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. We always know Pepsi's going to come in and drop those super chats, man. Crazy. This banishes when I activate any effect, right? Yeah, that's right. SP's any card effect. Pretty good. Pretty good Yu-Gi-Oh card right there. Pretty sweet, though. We can out it with the drill beam. All right, so let's draw. Bingo Machine Go was the best top deck I could have had. Or could have been Wishes, but Bingo Machine Go is just as good, chat. That's a great top deck right there, Chief. Shoot. We'll take it, man. Clearly they have a trigger. Probably save my Imperm for the Fire Attacker, and then we're gonna drill beam the impulse of the SP Little Knight. I think that's probably the play here. Yeah, that's probably the play. Or does SP have to banish both targets for it to actually leave the board, or can it just banish itself? Like, say if I Imperm SP Little Knight, they activate to banish itself and Rescue Ace Fire Attacker, and I drill beam the Rescue Ace, will the SP just stay on the board? Or is it like Promethean Fire Princess, where only one of the targets actually has to like be affected, and then the other one can just go wherever it wants? Fun fact for those that don't know that about Promethean Fire Princess: if you only have one of the monsters get destroyed, she can still summon herself. If both don't be destroyed, obviously she fizzles, but has to be both. I think we can do some work here then. I think we can do some work here. My timer is really low though, which kind of stinks. They're just gonna let it resolve. Sick. Okay. Still in the draw phase. Add back the barrel. Or standby phase, rather. They can activate right here, right? I think they can. Should be able to. Anytime I add a card. Yeah, we're gonna drill beam this card for sure. See ya, yoinkers. Whoa! The ether barrels, man. I got so many of them, dude. You got another Lancia, brother? Of course he does. He's a gamer, dude. Of course he has them all. It's alright. It doesn't matter. We don't need to banish the card. It's gonna still be negated. You know, fun fact. Duel beam doesn't have to banish to be able to like resolve its effects. It can just do whatever it wants. Okay, so let's go here. And let's go. Hopefully they don't have Ash. What is this? Hoppier Squadron? Oh, it's a synchro card? Okay, I mean, I can't interact with that. That's fine. Nothing I can do about this one. Axel Stardust. That's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card right there, Chief. My timer is so low, though. I might just lose to the timer. Really sucks. Stardust Dragon. Okay. Are they able to make like Shooting Star Dragon? Can they quick effect synchro again and make Shooting Star? Yeah, here they go. Baron the Floor, eh? Sure. We are okay with this. Do you wish to negate, sir? Of course he does. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? It's only a once negation though, so. It's all good with me, Chief. All right, let's get in there. We have no other legal target though, so I can't even activate it. We'll set here, and we'll go to battle phase, and I'll kill the SP. Shoo! Main phase 2, Lordly Load for a Blue Eyes White Dragon. To then summon back our Maiden with Eyes of D's. And then we Synchro Shokan, dude. For real. Tyrant? I don't own it! You think I own every ultra rare, bro? My deck would be so much better if I did, but I don't. Oh, we can just make an SP Little Knight like an absolute Chad. Let's do it. Let's make an SP. Let's make an SP. Oh no, SP does nothing because I'm underloaded. I'm just wasting monsters. I should have just made a spirit and passed. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Life goes on. Life goes on. Life goes on. I still have a drill beam. What's up, Sona? Tyrant is not an SR. Unless I'm crazy. I thought it was an ultra rare. Anyone check for me? That's getting drill beamed for real. Destroying Lordly Load? I kind of have to get rid of this guy. See you, dude. All right, hopefully the SP's enough to seal our fate. Someone really loves that squeaky toy back there. Yo, it was enough! Captain Marvel, you can't see the opponent's life points. You don't need to, because they're about to go to 0, man. They're about to go to 0. You don't need to see their life. It's about to go to 0. Trust me. They're about to get monkeyed into the ground. Here we go. It's time to duel. This has been a grind game, though, dude. Jesus Christ. How many hand traps is this deck gonna play, man? Good lord. It's just hand trap city, dude. He's negated everything I've played for the last like 2 turns. It's insane. Unbelievable, man. And they have this little stupid card too. All right, man. How much is it? 2250. It's just a target, so it would still resolve, right? Yeah, I'll just leave the SP. I don't really care. We'll see what he summons. You see Penny's tail. She's back there. Her and Marlon have been going crazy since I got home from baby class. What is this, dude? What is this? Has to be this card. So we're gonna SP, banish this so they can't fuse. For sure, dude. See you later. These are all hard once per turns. Sweet. You know what I'm gonna do though, bro? I'm gonna Tyrant and just clear this field out. It's time. Burn me, daddy. Let's go. Burn me. Set these lowly loads, man. Yeah. Burn me, dude. Oh no. Okay, let's get that drill beam on the ground. Swing. Let's go, lordly loaders. Blue Eyes White Dragon time. Sheesh. I'm gonna leave Maiden on the field too. we're gonna leave her on the board this time so I can actually tribute her next turn. Unless this fool just top decks Gamma for his top deck, man, I'll be upset. I'll be upset if this fool top decks Gamma, bro. Yikes. All right, negate this. You can't. We got him, guys. We got him. We got him, man. Let's get in there. Tyrant should be able to still clear the whole field because he is not an activated effect. I just won't be able to set a trap card, but I'll be able to clear this field, man. Let's get in there, brother. Ha! My opponent scoops it up. That is how you grind out your opponent, man. Even with mistakes, we made it. Great win there. It's our only win so far. That's great, man. That's great. Our only win. So far, our only win. Rough, oh, dude. It's rough out here. Blue Eyes. This is not Blue Eyes' season, guys. It is not Blue Eyes' season out here. For real. Hello, Marlon. Was your toy back there? Go find it. Oh, this hand is terrible. Of course, when I go second, I have like the god hand when I go first. When I go first, my hand is unplayable. You gotta love that, right? You just gotta love it. Good old Yu-Gi-Oh. All right, let's go. Prime my lordly load. Let's see if they have the Ash. Or the Purge. Neither. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna grab you. At best here, we get Spheres with Majesty. That's the best case scenario with this board. With Maxi Veiler as our backup plan. So we go Drill Beam, set to the board. A truth, man. Truth. I'm about to go on a campaign. You know, I'm about to throw on my Kaiba jacket and just start a campaign. You know, make Yu-Gi-Oh better. You know, please, come on, man. In trouble. I think the TCG's in a good place right now in terms of deck design and card pool. It's pretty good. TCG just needs better products. They just need to fix their product design because right now their product design in the TCG is really, really not good. It's really not good. I'm about to upload a video this week discussing that whole thing, actually. Like discussing like my opinions on like how Yu-Gi-Oh has been going this year, and also open up like one of the most failed products of the year and see if like, you know, is it even worth doing any of that? If it's even worth touching these products, man. So look out for that video this week. You know, it's going to be very informational. It's not a doom and gloom video. It's more so a positivity kind of like gets your optimism up, you know. I'm not interested in being like the pessimistic, you know, guy that's just like, Yu-Gi-Oh's dead, bro. This game's trash. Konami kills it every day. It's not the type of content I want to make, man. People like that could just, you can stay on the other side of YouTube. Not out here, dude. Nope. Not me, man. I want nothing but Yu-Gi-Oh to be good. All right, Mausoleum. Let me see it. If I use the Mausoleum, we're not getting Spheres because then I don't have a Drill Beam target. Unless the Maxi goes hard and I happen to draw into, you know, a Lordly Load or a Barrel. But chances are pretty low with only 2 copies of each left in the deck. I think the Mausoleum was a waste of a card to activate there. I think we sadly do need access to the second Blue Eyes off of the Spheres. Which is not ideal. We want to get Neo Kaiser Seedor so we could bridge into the engine. I could, instead of spheres here though, I can go for a blue-eye spirit dragon. No, I can go both by wasting the Veiler. We can do both. We're fine. We can do both. I can do both, chat. We got this. We got this. I can do both. We can do both. All right, do they have Ghost Ogre though? No Ghost Ogre. Great. Great. All right. Spirit effect? Maybe? No, oh sweet, man. No no effects. I love to see that, man. Would love to see that. Shoot. Lorely Lowe's effect? Someone blue eyes from the deck, brother? No ogre? Oh man, what do they got? It must be a Lancia. It's probably an artifact Lancia. Ego spheres pass? No, I need access to that blue eyes, brother. I'm gonna throw the Veiler down because this gets me access to everything. I guess they can Nibiru me here. Oh, it's not even Nibiru, it's Labyrinth. Which one does this one do? You can send this card from hand or graveyard or hand or field of graveyard, special one Labyrinth monster, or set one normal trap from your hand. The set can be activated this turn. Does it tell me which one he's activating, or is it like it's just you just pick one and you don't really tell your opponent until resolution? It's probably that. He probably doesn't pick. I'll just maxi anyways, because even if they do not summon and they decide to set like welcome or big welcome, then we'll get to. Yeah, they just have the lovely lady in their hand. Yep, yep. Hello, Penny. Hi, girl. You want to come? Oh, she just fell right off. Oh my goodness. Daruma. Wow, dude. Just be a degenerate. This card should be banned. This card's a joke. Literally a joke. Such a joke, dude. Cool. Just flip my whole board face down. I can't do anything. Love it. I can't even reveal. Can I reveal? I should be able to reveal with this card though, right? I should be able to reveal with Majesty, yeah? Glad we didn't go for spheres, because that just would have been sent to the graveyard. I can't SP, dude. Can't SP. Can't do anything with face down monsters. It's the most broken. It's the reason why Book of Eclipse is a god card right now in modern TCG format. Book of Eclipse literally bodies every deck that's not fusion summoning. Literally bodies you. What are you gonna do, right? Nothing. Where's called by Dinomorphia? Man, this guy just needs to go to. This guy needs Jesus. Holy, this guy needs to go back to church, dude. Playing this nasty stuff. What is this, dude? The fact that I can't reveal the cards is actually ridiculous. I'm actually kind of upset about this, that I can't reveal the Blue Eyes White Dragons. That's crazy, dude. But they're just gonna put the cards in the graveyard for me, maybe, which still is good. But what do we destroy here? Which card do we destroy here? Thanks for the super chat, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Daruma Cannon is a toxic Yu-Gi-Oh card. I don't even know why it was ever created. We don't need cards like that in the game. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that because I'm losing to it right now. I'm just like, testimonial from a lot of people I know that have played against that card way before I got it back into the game. They hate this card, and for good reason. It's degenerate. It literally just disables 90% of Yu-Gi-Oh decks from being able to even do anything, right? It's stupid. Like, stuff like that doesn't need to exist. Plus, it's also one of those stupid cards that affects the player, not the game, not the cards. It affects you. That's why if you have like Link monsters on the board, they just leave the board. Or Tyrant Dragon, he just leaves the field, even though he's unaffected by traps and all trap effects. Oh, but Daruma Cannon affects the player, dude. So Tyrant Dragon is not the player. He's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. He's got to get better at the game, right? Of course. Konami out here with their BS language, you know. Sometimes you just got to get mad about stuff like that, because it is frustrating. I actually know a few people that just got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and they're having a really hard time discerning between effects that are saying stuff like that. Like, Does it affect the actual player itself, like evenly matched, or like Daruma Karma counted, or does it only affect the cards on the field? You know, because it is a little ambiguous language. You know, it is kind of ambiguous at first glance. If you don't know any better, right? It is very confusing. It's very confusing language. Marlon, I cannot help you, Bubba. Chaos Angel. We gotta wait for Chaos Angel. Hold up, dude.
I had no idea that you were such a big fan of mine.
Can this card be destroyed?
A book cards that broken.
Are book cards that broken? Book of Eclipse is. Book of Moon's okay, but Book of Eclipse is even better. Did you not watch the World Championship, bro? How many times Book of Eclipse activated? Dude, it won almost every game it was resolved. The card's broken. Especially when we seen the German dude with Lunalights. He just completely FTK'd people when he booked them. It was insane. You can dodge Nib with Book 2, chat. Fun fact, you can dodge Nibiru. Nibiru has to tribute face-up cards. So you can Daruma yourself, you could book yourself, and at resolution, Nib checks. Oh, there's nothing face-up anymore. Back to the hand. Nice, you just wasted it, right? It is before the bat and the bounce set. Let's wait for them to end their turn, and I'm gonna pop the Dynamorphia card and pop the other card in the far column. We're gonna pop these with Majesty. I don't know why they put the Blue Eyes White Dragons in my graveyard. It actually helps me out. I guess they're not reading Majesty. That's completely fair. If they make Chaos Angel, even better. Marlon, I cannot help you, buddy. Cannot help you. This deck is so annoying, man. It's so annoying. This is just stupid deck, man. It really is. Chaos Angel. Wow.
I see. I had no idea that you were such a big fan of mine.
Forcing the activation here.
Honestly, he's just gonna keep looping effects on and over again.
Well, we get to pop 2 cards. I mean, Dan, I get to pop 2. We're definitely getting rid of Dynamorphia Deezer Town. Can this be destroyed by battle? Hold up. It was light and dark, right? So no, can't be destroyed by battle. Cool. But the big welcome card is obnoxious. Ugh, this deck is so stupid, dude. Thanks so much for the $5 super chat, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I'm not gonna get much time on my timer either ways. I'm just gonna lose to the timer regardless. Regardless, I just lose to the timer. Worlds was great this year. I had a lot of fun streaming the Worlds, man. That was cool. I don't have any like plays in my graveyard either. I don't really have any plays. Do I know either of these traps? Trap Trick. Great. Yeah, I'm out of here, dude. They'll just get another Daruma and just give me the middle finger, and I'll just say, great Yu-Gi-Oh! Great card design, Konami. Love this game. So much fun. Jesus, man. Moral of the story, guys, just play Edison. I'm telling you. If you're mauling over modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And you still love Yu-Gi-Oh! And you don't have a group of friends that can play like kitchen table Yu-Gi-Oh with you, where you just kind of like play old school rules or like anime or whatever, and you have somewhere to play like Time Wizard, just play Time Wizard, man. Just play Time Wizard. And then this is not me trying to just like preach to you to like not give modern Yu-Gi-Oh a try, but you know, I do know a lot of people who are really angry with Yu-Gi-Oh right now, both on the Master Duel side, more so on the Master Duel side, but also with modern in the TCG. So like I always want to say, like, a great alternative if you still want to play and have cards is give Time Wizard a try. Even though Konami doesn't officially support Time Wizard anymore, just say screw them, dude. Screw them. You know, there's a great community of people out there that run better tournaments than Konami does for Edison specifically. In the really big Edison tournaments, you know, Arbet, big shout out to those guys. They do a really great job. They just had one this last weekend over in Aurora, Colorado. Incredible stuff, man. I had a couple friends that went out to it. They had a blast. Absolutely had a blast. I play Edison a lot. I really haven't even scratched Edison on YouTube, but I really want to. I really want to. Just to kind of showcase a different side of Yu-Gi-Oh! For those of you who've never played it or don't know anything about the old game. Because it's very different. It's very, very different. It's very, very different. It's also a lot of fun. Some people don't like it though. Some people, you know, they go and they try it out and they say, this is not for me. And that's completely valid. Completely valid, you know. There is, you can play Edison on here, Kruger. You can't, Meows, interesting choice. All right, we'll take it. I mean, it could draw them a card here. 2 if I'm very, very, you know, playing into it. But Edison you can play on here. A lot of the card pool for Edison exists on Master Duel. However, the big difference is with that is you're gonna have different card effects. This was the. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that. We were just subscribed in. Yami Farhan, appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for becoming part of the Devastator Squad. You're amazing. Welcome in. But the big difference is not having the time wizard. Instead, it's time travel on Edison because, or Master Duel, because Master Duel uses the modern Yu-Gi-Oh rulings, modern Yu-Gi-Oh game design, modern Yu-Gi-Oh mechanics and rule sets, and also cards, right? Card text. So you do get some aspect of what's the word I'm looking for? You get a little bit of a different aspect of the game, right? It's not truly it's not truly playing it as it was back in the day because you're gonna have cards that just don't do what they did back then. Great example for Edison is a card called Brain Control. Very powerful card. You know, it's very, very rage-inducing for people who do play Edison. It's a crazy broken card. You know, it's old text, just says pay 800 life points, target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and take control of it till the end of the turn. That's it. But the modern text on the card says pay 800 life points and target a monster on your opponent's field that can be normal summoned or set. So this is a huge change. Why? Because you can't take your opponent's synchro monsters, fusion monsters, boss monsters like, you know, Chaos Sorcerer or Dark Arm Dragon that say these cards cannot be special summoned or normal summoned unless you do this, right? So a lot of cards like that just don't feel the same. You know, they don't feel the same. So it is kind of a big. We'll wait for that summon afterwards in case of a Nibiru play. Let's do all of our free effects first. If done correctly, we should be able to get access to all of our goodies here. It's a really good turn. It's a really good turn for us. We have the makings of greatness in our hand, you know. The makings of greatness here with these cards. This hand is crazy, Dan. Absolutely. It's a really good hand. They'll draw one card, a couple cards off of these meows, sadly, but life goes on. Could be worse. Could be worse out here, you know. Alright, we might as well get you in rotation. We'll make a spirit dragon here. But even though like some of the stuff is going to be different in the experience of playing Time Wizard, if you play it on here or if you play an actual like Konami sanctioned events, if they decide to even run them anymore at YCSs and stuff like that. This would be a nib check here and they don't have it, so we're just going to keep going. We're going to go for the Crimson Dragon. Well, that could have been a nib check there though, Chief. Hold up. Let's see. Resolution. Nib check? No. Okay. Lordly Load from deck? Ghost Ogre? Ash Blossom. That's pretty good. That will stop us from utilizing the effect to special summon to make our second spirit. Also loses my second Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is kind of frustrating, but life goes on. Alright, we'll set that. We still have one pop at least. And we've got Drill Beam. So it's not the worst. Oh no, I can do this! Good old fashioned Sage's second effect. To get ourselves another Blue Eyes White Dragon, man. So that we're a cooking, baby. Yo. Nice. Glad I seen it in my hand, man. That was a cutie card. The meows, right? The meows. How do you beat down Omorphia? Royal Decree or Jinzo, dude. And they just like literally have to stop playing the game. Call it a day there. What are my top 5 favorite decks? Any era. Number 1 is Gladiator Beast, by far, 100%. Dude, these cards should just be banned. Is all the cashier stuff at 3 on here? Is any of this stuff like limited at all? Just Valor it. That way they can't banish a card from my deck as well. Okay, so you got top 5 favorite decks of all time. For me, number 1 is Gladiator Beast, hands down. Gladiator Beast changed my life when I picked up that deck in 2009. Played it all the way through 2009, 2010, 2011. It was like my deck, man. Loved it so much. Second favorite deck of all time after that is Salamangrates from 2019, the TOS format. I mean, I still play Salamangrate in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And TCG. Did you guys like a Salamangrate deck profile for how to play it in like the current TCG format? Deck cooks. I'm not gonna lie, deck totally cooks. Totally cooks right now. It's so super good, man. It could play all the good cards that Yummy and Dragon Tail and all those, and the K9 just doesn't like. Plus, it can make ridiculous broken boards that can outgrind all of your opponent's cards, and in the right situation, also just completely FTK your opponent. You know. What is this? Kid Element Scream. Currently it does nothing, so we're fine. Let it resolve. Yeah, I love Salamangrates. So that's my second favorite deck of all time. My third favorite deck of all time is Dino Rabbit. This is a great Yu-Gi-Oh card. Yeah, we're gonna drill beam that one for sure, dude. 100%. Hey, I got a load to load. See you later, Feather Duster. But yeah, Dino Rabbit from 2012. Loved that deck a lot. Deck was a lot of fun. Did a lot for me too. That was the first deck that I like really dove into the like regional scene, because I'd been playing Yu-Gi-Oh competitively and like was doing regional since like 2004 when I was a little kid. But I really wasn't doing a whole lot. Ooh, hold on. What does this do? Hold on. I think they could chain this in a very weird way, which would not be beneficial in my favor, but we'll see. But anyways, that was the first. Dino Rabbit was the first deck that I really grinded on. Like really, like didn't just play like, you know, like one regional or whatever. I played a lot. I played so many regionals with that deck. I played like 6 regionals that season. Topped all of them. In California, by the way, which back in the day, in 2012, California regionals were anywhere between 800 to 1,200 players. So they were literally like the sizes of YCSs. They were literally the sizes of YCSs. We negate this for sure, since we can. And then we tag out for the big man. Yeah, let's bring out the big boy. Let's do it. Rah! Sweet. This is a fusion summon, right? That's what this card does? It's a fusion? I don't know much about the tier cards. I just know they're annoying. Yeah, this is a fusion. We'll probably just end up negating it, right, with this card. We'll see. Why do people still hang on to this stuff? Isn't this deck, like, old as crap now? Isn't this deck, like, 3 years old? I guess it's because it has like nothing banned on here. All these cards are banned in the TCG. They're not legal. We negate that for sure. Watch, they have Triple Tactics Talents here, man. Imagine. Dude, watch. They have Triple Tactics Talents as their last card. Holy moly. Fourth favorite deck though of all time, let me finish answering your question, is Burning Abyss. Love that deck a lot. Topped a lot of events with Burning Abyss. That deck was very good to me, and I was very good to it. Still have it. And then my fifth favorite deck of all time is Dragon Rulers. Specifically the version after Worlds 2013, when all the babies got like hit. Of course, you know, let's just go into Fiendsmith combo now. Oh, because our other degenerate engines weren't good enough. Let's just go into Fiendsmith now, dude. Of course, sure. Cool, man. Can't stop everything, right? Can only do so much out here. I'm so glad they actually had the balls to ban this card in the TCG. The Moon, I was calling ever since these cards came out. This card needs to be banned. This card needs to be banned. They need to ban Moon. Finally, dude, one of the games banned it. Finally. Card is ridiculous. An absolute game design flaw. Whoever designed that card was trolling. Literally. They were trolling, dude. A generic Link 2, that's a freaking light fiend monster? Come on, dude. They did that on purpose. They were legit trolling out here. Marlon, fine, go out there, dude. Literally, they were trolling. You know it. You know they were trolling. What do you think they go here? Necroquip? Do you think they go Necroquip here? They're not going Necroquip. Okay. I don't know why. They're not going for the true life. Negated, dude. Now your board is just completely garbage because your engraver's cooked. Buddy. Imagine going full feast with combo just to lose, bro. Couldn't be me, Chad. Couldn't be me, bro. Absolute chimp, dude. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, sometimes you just gotta sit here and just think, are they just that stupid, or is Wing Dragon of Ra looking out for your boy, bro? Oh my gosh. No way. Bro. Unbelievable.
Bring back Verte Anaconda.
That's so funny, man. I can't. And the Lacrima's not in the graveyard, so I can't do shit. This is great. Oh man, I'm having a great time in this duel, man. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Verde Anaconda. I don't know what the card does, dude. The card was not legal when I got back to the game. That card didn't exist when I stopped playing in 2019 either. That's a COVID era card, bro. I don't know what that card does. I don't know what it does, man. It's a COVID card. I don't know what the Rona decks do, dude. I didn't play Rona Yu-Gi-Oh! Did not. I missed that one. I missed that era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Entirely. I was too busy being a professor. Literally, I was teaching at a university. I was too busy being a professor back then. Sadly, I wasn't teaching at Duel Academy though. I mean, I wish I could have been. Droll really doesn't matter here. We're good. We're going in, dude. We're going in, all in on this game. Going all in, baby. I'm going all in on this one, baby. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get in there. Huge. Let's go. Man, we might as well just drill beam this Lacrima because I can. See ya, chump. Oh man, what a throw. My opponent just literally just threw the game straight up. I'm sorry. They just threw this game so hard, dude. They could have just gone for a Necroquip, and then they could have just made sequence and done the good old Agnum Day plays, you know. But my opponent just threw that game into the dumpster, bro. I think they just forgot. They forgot about the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate, and we'll give them that. Like honestly, a lot of times when I duel against people in TCG, they just forget about that card. They forget entirely. They forget entirely. Prince, welcome, man. Good to see you. You finally made the Diamond Blue Eyes. Congrats, man. Congrats. Big love to you. That's huge. That's huge. Huge. Congrats, dude. You could dump Red Eyes Fusion from deck to make Dragoon. Oh yeah, that's not legal. Don't make that card legal. Let me guess, it's a generic Link 2. Let me guess, it's a generic Link 2. Wow, this hand is terrible. Another one, dude. Another one. If this gets negated, we're in trouble. Big time. Okay, my opponent doesn't have an interruption on the Lordly Load. Let's pray they don't have an interruption on the Ether Barrel either. But this hand stinks, dude. Yikes. Yo, no interruptions from my opponent? Sick. Like that. I like that, man. I like that, man. Shoot. That's good. That's good right there. It's a generic link too? Yeah, ban it. Ban it. Generic links shouldn't exist. I do like broken stuff like that. Generic links should be just like very simple one-for-one trades. That's good design, in my opinion. Generic link monsters should be stuff that is like not overly ridiculously oppressive or game warping. Something like Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerberus. Very nice, you know, generic Link 2 monsters that are one-for-one trades. Great. I love that. That's good. That's great card design right there. SP Little Knight, one-for-one trades. Very good card design right there. Very, very good card design. I don't like when like there's generic cards that either bridge you into like unnecessary combos that shouldn't be there, or having stuff that bridges you into like game warping effects, like making any deck be able to summon a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. No, that's stupid. That's bad game design. That's why Baron de Fleur was banned, because like any and every deck that could synchro summon or just throw a tuner in their deck was just summoning Barons. Why not? Why not, right? It's an Omni Negate plus a pop every turn, you know? It's a good card. No, I'm a firm believer that like stuff that's generic should not be game warping. They should be very, very simple card effects. Dude, why are there so many cached hero cards out here, man? I feel like every duel we've played against cached heroes. Oh, we're definitely drolling this. 100,000%. That's good stuff right there, dude. Because they can't even use that Fiendsmith tract, brother. Yikes. Yikes. Shit. And we droll as well. Yikes. And then we're gonna imperm the Fenrir. Misa thinks. Yeah, imperm that because they didn't activate it to search. Sweet. Everything resolves, man. Oh, I'm losing. I thought I was chaining Droll, not tributing Droll. I'm an idiot. We should have won that. That was literally a game-winning interaction right there. But I'm a dumbass. This is another reason I don't like playing simulators versus paper Yu-Gi-Oh! I would never make that mistake in real Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Like, I just don't make mistakes like that, you know? You just don't. You just don't. Shadowverse. What's Shadowverse? Bro, what are these hands though? And I'm going first. What are these hands, man? What are these hands? It's fun if I want to break from Master Duel. Honestly, my break from Master Duel would just be the TCG, just normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, you know, Time Wizard, right? Because like, you know, last month I was doing 2 streams a week on Master Duel. I think this month I'm just going to do 1 stream a week on Master Duel, just because the game right now is just really not in a good spot. I think to like, for me to like want to play it a lot, I'd rather just keep it simple and just pick it up once a week to play. Otherwise, I don't know if I want to play it too much right now because of the malice problem. It's out of control. The malice problem is just out of control. A Search Maiden here. Do I care to do a lot of stuff with these cards? I need a Blue Eyes though for the trap card to be relevant. There is that. I think I just roared and let him draw a card and then I pass. I think I just do that.
Do you think Droll should be banned?
Pepsi, thank you so much for another $2 super, bro. Holy smokes. Thank you so much, man, for all these super chats. You're absolutely nuts, dude. Absolutely nuts. Thank you so much. Do I think Droll should be banned? I don't think so. I think Droll and Lockbird is a necessary evil with the current game design of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't like the card at all. It's probably like one of my least favorite hand traps in the game ever. Not even like in most recent times, just ever. Anytime the card is relevant, it's extremely backbreaking, like extremely game warping. It's basically like a step below Max C. It's that crazy, right? It's a backbreaking card. And sometimes it's just way too good. Way too good. And sadly, I don't know. I think with current design, I think it just might be a necessary evil. But can I search Mausoleum? I mean, I guess I can try. Should be able to, right? You could, because it mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. No, it does not. I just want to hit the Blue Eyes, to be honest. I actually want to hit the Blue Eyes. If possible, I'd like to hit the Blue Eyes White Dragon. It'd be great. Dang it. All right. I guess it's follow-up for next turn. I do think we make the Spirit, though. We'll give him one extra card with the Max C. I think we just kind of have to make the Spirit, and then we'll have at least one extra layer of like interruption with our. We pray that the Max C is just our Max C is going to be enough to like make them not want to push on their turn too much. Welcome in, Sky. Good to see you. What's going on, my friend? I will set that in pass. Shifter. That's a card that should not be legal. That is definitely a card that I think has always needed to be banned. It should have went from 3 to 0. A long time ago, too. I think that is a extremely bad card in terms of game design. Very, very busted. Not a good one. All right, we go Valor. You probably have March Hare. That's most likely what they have. We'll just chain match C as well. They most likely have March Hare here. But I do have a... if they have the March Hare, I at least have a way to stop Link Decoder. Or Link... Yeah, that's its name, right? The Link one? Link Decoder? Is that its name? If they make it here. If they're smart, though, they'll make... that's fine. If they're smart, though, they make Lingaribo. I'd make Lingaribo first if my hand was good enough. I'd make Lingaribo here to have trap protection, but maybe they don't do that. That's good. Yep. War Mouse, sure. Droll, that's really bad. It's good for me though, because they can't draw now. They can't draw. I'm gonna use my pop here though, since they're not doing Lingaribo. Reveal one Blue Eyes White Dragon. We'll pop this. Could very easily, if they have any extender though, they could very easily just make a Splash Mage. That was such a good ban though, dude. Splash Mage in the TCG. I've always thought that card was way too powerful. Even before Malice. Like, I used to play it a lot in Salamangreats, and I always thought this card is just really good, man. Because you don't have to summon to the Link Zone, right? That's what, like, so many other cards in the same, like, vein of, like, generic Cybers, like, Link 2s and stuff. They require you to summon to the Link Zones that the monster points to like, do stuff, right? So the fact that you don't have to do that with the Splash Mage just makes it so crazy good. And I'm very glad that they banned it. They just have everything. They just have everything, dude. It's ridiculous. I have to tag out here now. Called by and I lose. They're just a better Yu-Gi-Oh player than I am. Cool, dude. Must be nice to have, you know, $1,000 Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Cool, man. Great. You're so good at the game, brother. So good. And just like that, you know, I want to win away. Now we're back down to the beginning. Back down to the bottom. We'll never get out of this rank now with this deck. It's impossible. Again, I'm not trying to like jinx it. This is why I don't want to play Master Duel more than once a week right now. Because it's not fun. Like, I can't. It's like I'm not gaining any progress whatsoever because my deck is just inherently garbage in comparison to those decks, right? And it's not even because like I'm drawing, you know, not the right cards, or has nothing to do with it. Their deck is just that much better, right? Their deck is just that much better, you know? And adding Max C on top of that just makes it even more ridiculous, you know, for me. Like this deck already struggles against Malice, but when they have like Max C on top of it, it's like good luck. Good luck. I put up one monster, right? Then they just go, okay, sure. You know what I mean, guys? You know? You know? Whatever, my they can't max see me. They don't want to play, man. Come on, dude. Come on, man. I want to see more like actual matches. You'd much rather see me play book or something, play against real people instead of the mindless chimps that press the yellow button. I mean, there is that. You know, I asked that question earlier, chat. You know, would you guys prefer if I were to just play the TCG on the streams instead of Master Duel? You know, would it be more useful and beneficial for you? Because I could very easily do this type of stuff that we're doing and play, like, you know, Dueling Book, for example, and just be able to play all the like modern decks. And also Edison, right? Edison and GOAT format, all types of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? So I know there's a lot of you guys are play the TCG as well. But I know a lot of you guys also prefer like just only play Master Duel. That's your extent with Yu-Gi-Oh, you know. And I completely respect that, man. This card is just crazy, dude. Crazy. At least they already used the effects. They don't get the trap card here. So, do you think they're just gonna go right into their Link 3? Probably will. They probably do. Regardless, if they go into Apo, I've got Drill Beam to stop the Apo, which is really nice. So I'm not completely threatened just yet with what their board state will be. Red Ransom, we definitely negate. Sadly. We do need to negate this card. We will negate this card. So at best, I guess, currently, if they don't have more extenders in their hand, like Gold Sark, Allure, the Field Spell, a Bestial, then, which is a lot of cards, right? It's a lot of cards. That's the thing, when you like kind of like have to think around how your little interruptions affect Malice. You have to think about a massive card pool. When nothing is like, when there's no card. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat as well. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much, man. When this deck has no limitations on it whatsoever, you have to think about 3 ofs of everything, right? So the combinations of like statistically of their hand values are freaking astronomical, right? I play Yu-Gi-Oh like that. I'm one of those guys that sits here and just like crunches math when I'm looking at my opponent's hand, the size of their hand, what cards they've activated this turn, what card they haven't activated this turn. I'm one of those type of players where I sit there and analyze what their actual possible like permutations of cards can be as fast as I humanly can, right? So like sometimes you just kind of have to like concede to knowing that the deck that you're playing against will probably just have all the outs. In a situation like this, thankfully they didn't have the outs. All they're going to be able to do is just use Malice Marsh Hare on my turn. I will be able to interact with it though, thankfully, with the Ash Blossom, or not the Ash Blossom, the Called By, you know. Sadly, they will get to special summon their card, but it is what it is, right? And they have Ash. Now that just really blows, huh? Well, I need this to resolve. I mean, sadly, I was going to use the Called By to interrupt their play, but now I legit have to do this because otherwise I just lose the game. I just lose the game otherwise. Just lose the game otherwise, man. Now that's going to do like 8 million things on my turn as well. I'm surprised they didn't go for White Rabbit instead. But it sucks because now I cannot Ash them on their like searches and stuff. So it's kind of obnoxious. I guess I guess worst case though, or best case for me, I can Primite Drill Beam the Red Ransom and it's gone forever. That is not bad because they are using the effect right here to summon back. I'll catch up in the chat in just a second here. Let me finish my thought. This is where we... Actually, I don't care about this card at all. We're gonna banish the White Rabbit once it jumps on the board, because they already used its summon effect. So yeah, they'll get to search their field spell for next turn. Or Malice and Mirror, I guess. Okay, that's fine. This we banish with Drill Beam for sure, 100%. Reveal Primate Dragon, Ether Barrel. Can't remember which cards give what effects when they're like co-linked. I know the link monsters give like special things if they're co-linked, but... Alright, sweet, dude. Normal summon, Primate Dragon, Ether Barrel. Man. This is obnoxious, guys. It's obnoxious out here. These games are obnoxious. Obnoxious. That is true, though. You know, you can play whatever you want. When you play like stuff like, you know, Dueling Book, you can play whatever deck you want. Just kind of showcase anything you want on that stream. Kruger says playing against Malice as Exo Sisters makes me want to put my head into a toaster. I have never played against Malice with Exo Sisters, but I can, being an Exo Sister player, I really, that's one of my favorite decks of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel your pain. I can feel your pain just not even having to play against it. I know what Exo Sisters really can't do anything against Malice at all. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Donovan says, so sick of Malice and Cyber Slop. They need to be stripped of their dignity via banlist. Make the Timmy's money go to waste. I'm begging you. Man, I feel it, man. It's crazy. Like this deck is the current only thing in this game that's annoying. Every other deck in the like last, you know, like year, I'm like, I vibe with. Like, it's actually like, this is great stuff. But nah, dude, currently we're in crazy zone. It just sucks because there's nothing I can do. Like, Drill Beam doesn't do enough, man. Drill Beam's just not gonna do enough here. I just lose. Sadly, we just lose the game. Yeah, we just scoop. I can't beat their next turn. Okay, I'm back. This guy says I hate this deck. Let me read the super chat. The TCG stream's got to see you play Drake until it's fun. I'm all for it, dude. We're playing TCG tomorrow on stream. Tomorrow we're playing TCG. Just to let you know, it's on my schedule. We're playing TCG tomorrow on the stream. So we're gonna be playing, you know, like full Primate Blue Eyes deck, and like we can show off Dragon Tail and Yummy and whatever. We got all the other stuff we want to play, you know. Donovan says Malice supersedes thinking. Doggy Fudge just it really is. It's because there's too many generic cards. If none of the cyber stuff, if hear me out for a second. If all of the Malice stuff locked you into Malice specifically, the deck would be completely fine. But because nothing in the deck locks you into anything except, oh, your Cyber's locked, I don't give a shit. Cyber's pile is broken, right? So at the end of the day, what are you really locked into, you know? Nothing. It's like yugioh. Oh, I'm locked into rank 4 exceeds. Oh, man. Gosh. Sucks that I'm locked into rank 4 exceeds. I mean, if only there were some rank 4 exceeds in my extra deck. Picks up extra deck. Oh, man, there's 15 of them, bro. Like, come on. They're bogus locks. They're bogus. Like, they're straight up bogus locks. They don't do anything at the end of the day. Can't, you know? They're bogus locks. If Malice locked you into Malice specifically, we're talking, it's a very different experience, right? A very, very different experience. Synchronon says, bro, Malice is so cringe. I feel you. You uninstalled Master Duel for the first time ever since it released. Holy crap. Malice stuff just eats your soul. Kind of makes me think of that scene in Star Wars Rogue One when Jin is talking to, what's his face? Saw Gerrera, and he's just like, you came here to kill me? You know, there's not much of me left. That's basically what your soul is like every time you queue into a Malice player, man. It's just, you're out. You're toast, right? You're toast. Jonathan says, 0 talent, 0 consequence, 0 IQ, 0 anything requiring any sort of effort. Cybers has turned this game into a doodle game contest. I hate it. And the sweat geek nerd tryhards that play it. Such a loathsome company. I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean, in all that, you're right. You know, I'll side with you on that one. You're right. You are absolutely right. Kruger says, sentence all Malice mates to the Shadow Realm. Sky says, and yet Blue Eyes is the problem when we need to keep Sage and Maiden at 2 for some reason. I know, seriously, right? This deck has limitations on it when it's not even tiered anymore on Master Duel. This deck isn't even tiered. It's not even on the tier list anymore. If you look up like what's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, this deck isn't even there. It's not even tiered. Like it just got washed away by Malice. Completely washed out. Completely washed out. Can't wait for book tournaments or something. Idea, welcome in. Love the fact you're using a Blue Eyes deck to reach Master. I did it last season. I played entirely Blue Eyes. Not even a completed deck too. We went from rookie ranked all the way to Masters playing a not even completed deck. I'm still missing 6 Ultras. And we got to Master last season, but this season's gonna be a lot harder because Malice and yugioh are just that much better with the new cards that they got in the new booster pack. They're just crazy over the top. Crazy over the top. And, you know, I just don't know how we're going to be able to compete against them unless we main deck Hate, right? Unless I main deck Lancia, right? That's like, that's really it, right? That's what's going to come down to. We're going to have to start main decking the Hate cards. I really want more Dominus Purges. Like, that's like the big thing holding me back is not having 3 Dominus Purges. This card is so important. It's not that good against Malice per se. It is decent. It stops, you know, a couple key interactions. You know, primarily Backup Secretary is a good one. But it really cooks yugioh. Purge with any other hand trap is a really strong interaction against yugioh. Very, very strong. Very, very strong. I definitely want to have more copies of this. It's just so hard to get them, dude. So hard to get them, you know? Because it's like you don't get these points, right? You don't get these points. It's just so hard to get UR in this, right? Like we played... How many episodes of Master did we stream last season? 12, right? We streamed 12 episodes, each at like 3 to 4 hours long. It's a lot of game time. And I still couldn't complete one deck, right? You think about that's the time commitment there. Until you start throwing money at the screen, the time commitment is unreal. I haven't crafted an ultra rare in like 5 streams. It's been almost like a month since I've been able to craft an ultra rare again, right? With just only playing ladder and nothing else. No solo, no side events, nothing. Just playing the ladder like the game is telling me to do. I haven't been able to craft a damn card, right? Off of, you know, 15, 20 hours of additional game time. That to me is like crazy. That I can play that much and still not be able to craft a card. One card, right? Am I tripping or does my math make sense to you guys? I think it's very valid. I think my complaint is very valid. Very valid. Especially in a format where every deck runs a minimum of 20 ultra rares. A minimum. Minimum. let alone your hand traps and your staples, right? Then that's going to be another 20 hand ultras. Like look at the deck, right? It's almost entirely ultra rare. Almost every card, right? So it's just like, I feel so bad for the people that just like can never have a tiered deck or a good enough deck, if you want to quote unquote air quote it, a good enough deck to be able to play on the ladder, because your experience, by the time you're going to get these cards for the engine, new stuff comes out and it just completely phases you out, right? And even that was like me, that was just building Blue Eyes, you know, a month and a half ago when the deck was on its way out the door. Now I'm kind of stuck here where like all my ultra rares are thrown into this deck exclusively. And now I'm SOL against all these new decks, right? That are full powered with no hits or limitations whatsoever, right? So it's like, it is a challenge, a huge challenge to overcome. And it's, I don't know, it is possible. We just have to tweak the deck. We need more ultra rares for sure. We also need to tweak the deck a little bit to be more geared towards main decking cards to stop Malice and Ryziel at the same time, right? So it is hard. It is hard. You know, Master Duel for me is it's an unknown territory in terms of deck design and deck building. You know, I'm very good at deck building in TCG and really good at deck building in Time Wizard. But Master Duel I'm still trying to learn because the intricacies of the format are so much different than real life. They're very, very different. Very, very different. You know, I can't ride entirely on like my skill as a Yu-Gi-Oh player anymore, being, you know, in the Diamond and Masters tiers, right? It's going to come down to just deck design with knowing how to play Master Duel better, not specifically Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Does that make sense? Like once you get up to these top ranks, like it's just really going to come down to the minutia of who's a better Master Duel player, not a better Yu-Gi-Oh player. They're very different at the end of the day. You can be very good at both. There's plenty of people that are gods at both of them, world champion players in both classes, but and think in terms of just like game design, this is very different than the TCG. That's just my 2 cents after playing it for a month and a half now. Because I didn't play this for years. I played it when it first came out. I built Salamangreats, got to the top tier rank or whatever it was called. I think it was only Diamond back then. I stopped playing, so I was just like, cool. What else can I do? You know, I got to the top. I'm done. I just picked it up though not too long ago, back in end of July, going into August, and we did a stream series from rookie to masters, playing only Blue Eyes White Dragon. But now it's just like I said, it's a challenge. It's really, really difficult. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. Could I scrap some ultras and craft it? I'd have to rip apart other decks that I built before, and sadly both of the decks I built when I first started Master Duel in 2019, which is Salamangreats and Sky Strikers, I'd like to play both of those decks still on Master Duel at some point. So I don't want to rip them apart because they're entirely ultra rare pretty much, like main and extra, which is kind of sad. Carla, welcome in. Super Poly is pretty good against Ryziel and Malice. Absolutely it is. Super Poly is a very powerful card. Actually, really, really good card. Mud Dragon and even just Garura, you know, are just very simple, basic targets, but do get the job done just to get rid of their board. Very, very good. Kruger says, my friend who got me into Master Duel has 7 Steam accounts to play. Different decks would avoid spending money. That's another thing too, is if you want to commit playing all these different alt accounts and stuff, you know, it's just it's a headache trying to remember all that information, you know. The UR shortage is bad. I've been playing for so long and still I only have 2 decks that are complete. That's wild. Jake says, dude is unplayable. I'm also on Blue Eyes and everything is playing Ryziel or Malice. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's really, really hard to play this right now. It's really hard. It was a lot easier last month, you know. You know, we played against a decent amount of Malice, but Malice was much more containable at that point, especially because not everyone had everything for it just yet. They saw there were missing pieces, or honestly, most of the Malice players I played didn't even know how to play the deck. Like literally when I played last season, not a single player summoned White Binder on me, and I was just sitting there with my jaw on the floor like, what the hell are you doing? White Binder is the most broken card in this deck and nobody's playing it. Like, what? That card solos my deck, bro. Just banish all of my Blue Eyes and my Maidens. I'm cooked. My Primite Drill Beams and stuff, I'm out. I'm gonna leave, you know, but they don't. I was like, great. So most of the Malice players I played, we were beating them because they just didn't know what they were doing, which was nice. But that's not the case now. Now people have more figured it out on here, and also you have more tools at your disposal in the Ad Ignister cards, right? Backup Secretary and the Wizard, and of course Ad Ignister Access Code Talker. So you have all these new tools that just make the deck even more powerful. with no limitations whatsoever. So you have to think about like this deck has 3 of everything plus new support, plus it has Appaloosa still. So this deck, Malice just can't be beat on paper, right? It just can't be beat. Like honestly, like you have to have the perfect hand to stop it. Because statistically, the number of combinations of cards that they have that can beat 3 or 4 hand traps is ridiculous. Their number of 2 card combinations that just beat your entire hand of hand traps is unbelievable. You know, coming from a person who like in the TCG has like labbed Malice a million times and just against my friend who's a YCS like topping level player, it's hard. Like the deck is so hard to beat. It's hard. It's really hard. You know, it's really hard. JP, welcome in. Donovan says so many bad decisions from this horrible company that sandbag an otherwise decent game. Yeah, it's been a rough year for Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll be honest. It's been a rough year. It has been a rough year for Yu-Gi-Oh out here. Products have been really lackluster this year. The game's been in a rough shape. The ban list took way too long to come out for the TCG. But thankfully, it's getting a little better. I think the ban list is going to solve a lot of problems and definitely make the game a little more fun and approachable. I'm very excited for it. I can finally start playing again in the TCG pretty soon. I was able to get all the cards that I was missing for my Primate Blue Eyes deck to be able to replace all the stuff that I had given over to people that went to nationals because I couldn't go. I was moving during that same week, but it is what it is, right? At the end of the day, it is what it is. Can't really do nothing about it except either play or don't play, right? That's really what it comes down to. But thankfully, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a lot of alternatives. You don't have to play Master Duel if you're upset with Master Duel. You can play Paper Yu-Gi-Oh. You could also, if you don't like Paper Yu-Gi-Oh, you can play Dueling Book. You can play YGO Pro. You can play Yu-Gi-Oh Omega. There's a lot of options to play free Yu-Gi-Oh out there in various different types of formats as well. Highly recommend old formats. You know, come out this Thursday. You know, if you guys have never seen Edison before, I'm going to do an Edison stream on Thursday on the channel. Coming out and take a look. See what old Yu-Gi-Oh is all about. It's so different. Like, it's a completely different world out there. And, you know, coming from an old head like me who grew up playing this game since its infancy and went through all those formats, you know, in real time, coming back to revisit them all the time is just not only nostalgic, but it's just really cool just to kind of like pick up and see like, man, this game wasn't just that good back then because like it was current Yu-Gi-Oh, but it was just that good. You know, it was the card design, the card pool, the ban list, like it was just a good time. Very, very good. Very, 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 very good. We'll wrap up here though, because I do need to sign off here and go spend some time with some family. But we'll be back again tomorrow night as well. We'll be live. We'll be live every day this week on the channel except Wednesday. But every day this week, you guys are getting a stream from me. Sky says I somehow beat Malice with Starry Nights. That's crazy. Kruger says the one positive stuff has been cheap for me to collect, unlike other TCGs currently. That is a good thing about Yu-Gi-Oh this year is collecting. Getting into collecting for it has been set at an all-time low for sure. Absolutely, it is. T-Dog says thoughts on Sinful Spoils, Deception, Dispel Stars, and Salamandrates. I don't think they're necessary because you primarily want to play Firelock. You want to be Firelocked at all times to play the most optimal field. If you're not going to go a Firelocked position, then you need to just go Lady Debug, Cyrus Wicked to then be able to just go into your rank 4 packages with, you know, like the Parallel Exceed. I don't think the deck doesn't need additional engines because it already plays so many. Unless you're going to go for like a 60 card Salamandrate, then maybe you can squeak in some Diabell Star cards. But, you know, between a 40 and a 50 card deck, my personal favorite for Salamandrate is 50 cards. I think 50 card Salamandrate is like the perfect spot because the deck just plays 3 of everything. It has no limitations whatsoever anymore, which is just so nice. But, yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for all the super chats. You guys went wild with the super chats out there. Thank you so much. You know, to Cybers Angel, Mad Pepsi, and a few other you guys. If you haven't already liked the stream, definitely like the stream. Please and thank you. Hit that thumbs up button for us. It helps us out so much. If you really enjoyed the content, definitely click that subscribe button and become a part of the Devastator Squad. And for those who want to support the channel further, you can do so by becoming a channel member for just $2. Or if you want to go even further, you can become a Patreon subscriber. And you guys get a lot of really cool benefits and perks, not only on the streams, but also off the streams as well. And, you know, I do sign cards for you guys. If you're a channel member and or a Patreon subscriber, you get some really, really cool signed cards. So thank you. Big shout out though to all of our Kaiba men out there on the Yu-Gi-Oh! On the YouTube channel memberships, especially our tier 2s, Larry, Puppy Pack, and Mayface One. Appreciate you guys so much. And a big shout out to all of our Patreon subscribers. You guys are amazing, especially our Dictators of Devastation, Wowing, Larry Quinn, Savvy Trips, Puppy Pack, The Jazz, Kodarin, our Moon Tier Zephyros, our Monkeys of D, Galactic, and Matt Pepsi, and of course our Kings of Devastation, Severus, Condor Miguel, and of course my mother, who is here visiting me right now. So I'm gonna go spend some good time with my mom. I love her to death. But guys, have a great night. You guys are amazing. See you guys tomorrow night. Till then, stay awesome, Devastators. Good night.